Just checked out of the motel and getting everybody together here. We're just checking out the bikes. Mike's putting a little air in his tires. We're waiting for Peter to come down and get his bike. The weather's really looking good. We're headed over Boreas Pass. It's like 11,400 and something feet. I'm not exactly sure. The skies are clear as opposed to the last few days that have been pretty cloudy. So things are looking pretty good. It's probably 45 degrees out here right now, but we're all starting in one layer and just hope to warm up as we go. So we now found the bike path that will take us to Breckenridge in about 6 miles. It just runs parallel to the highway here, and then we'll go off-road and cross over Boreas Pass. Right now we are at 9,600 feet. We're climbing to 11,450 feet, I think. And it should be a pretty gradual climb, just nice and steady. I'm climbing behind Peter here. As soon as he gets up to temperature, we won't see him till the top. Taking a little break here. We just crossed 10,000 feet. That's the highest that I've been on this bicycle. And behind me here is Breckenridge, all spewed across that mountainside. Still got a little bit of snow up in the pockets. The climbing's actually pretty straightforward. We're still on the paved road, and it should turn into dirt here anytime soon. Not too bad. 10,500 feet, and we just got on the dirt road. It is beautiful up here. I think about 4 miles from the top. Try to do this while I'm riding. Hung out and talked to Mike a little bit there. Took some pictures, and away we go. About 10,500 feet here. Sort of like nearing the top of Sandia Peak. There's a lot of traffic kicking up dust on this road. I don't know if my altimeter is correct or not, but it's saying 10,900 feet, and I think I should be within a mile of the top. So I'm hoping the altimeter's wrong, because mile to go 600 feet would be kind of tough. Anyways, almost there. Just crossed 11,000 feet. So definitely the highest that I've been on a bicycle. Well, on this bicycle. I've been on higher on my road bike. We're very close. 11,000, Mike's saying. We're very close, I think, under a mile. Now we're at 11,150. So somehow I'm off on the mileage. I can see the pass up there. I think. So we get there when we get there. Pretty views though, and the weather is perfect. Okay, we're at 11,400. Almost there. here in front of Boreas Pass, 11,482 feet. Everybody has to put their name on a list to get a picture in front of the sign. So we'll wait our turn. There's Mike, badass from Massachusetts. Peter from France.
I've worked on the front range, down in Denver.
So that's it.
Down low, we call the front range.
We'll hang out here for a while, try to get a picture in front of the sign. They deactivated this line back in the 1930s. There's still, the buildings are still up here, but the road, the tracks have all been taken out, and that's what we rode up. So if you know anything about railroad grade, 4%, so it's nothing over 4%, which is good. It's railroad grade. Much easier than anything we've been doing. But we're here, 4,482 feet. Kind of reminds me of getting your picture taken in front of the sign in Las Vegas. I really wish I could do this while I was pedaling or coasting down the hill, because it's amazing. Peter and Mike, I just let them roll on because I had to stop and get some video here. And that back there is the pass where we just came from. So we're around 10,300 here. I think we're lower than that actually, but that's the town of Como. We're going to go over there and see if we can find a market or something open, maybe even a restaurant. Here we are in the town of Como, looking for a store. Well, we found the Como grocery store. For sale by owner. Country store and liquor store. That happens to us a lot. So we'll just sit on their front bench and have some lunch. There's still some stuff in there. Some keychains and things. Some batteries. Knickknacks and bells and things. So what do you think about a 20-mile-per-hour headwind for the afternoon? Yeehaw! When we left the town of Como se llama, Como, we left the wind protection of the old grocery store and turned directly into a headwind. We've got 30 miles to go. Well, we've got actually 20 miles to go at this point. And everybody is looking chipper and happy to be riding in a headwind. Out here getting beat up in the wind. We're 53 miles into the day, and we're starting to get to where looks like there's people. It's kind of funny because this whole area has been laid out, it looks like, for subdivisions. There's all these roads set up and road signs just in the middle of nowhere with no houses, like every half mile. Like this one, Huerfano Drive. Well, we're 4.5 miles from Hartselle, but we're sitting here contemplating this wonderful highway that has no shoulder. And everybody and their dog is trying to get home from the holiday weekend. We've got to go down that way, so it's going to be so much fun. So after traveling 61 miles and 3,300 vertical feet. We have all concluded that climbing over the Continental Divide was the easy part of the day. The washboards, the wind, and this little 4-mile stretch of highway was brutal. But luckily, the owners of this little tavern have chosen to keep their place open on Labor Day, and we are so happy.
It's for the record, yeah.
So we were just having like a late lunch dinner over there at the cafe, and we asked the waitress Laura if she knew of a place where we could camp, and she said sure, right across the street. So here we are behind these abandoned buildings. This is our outhouse. It actually is an outhouse, and she said anywhere behind the horse trailers. So we are setting up camp back here. Anywhere behind the trailers, she said. And luckily they are open for breakfast at 6:30 in the morning, so we're going to be there for breakfast. Anyway, time for me to set up camp. Okay, so everything's settled here. Let me just wrap this video up because I'm kind of running out of memory. Let me show you around our camp now. So just behind the scraper, Mike has chosen to set up his camp, and I am taking a more robust position behind the dump truck and the other dump truck with this cesspool attached. So we're hoping for a quiet night and no earthquakes. But in an unusual, bold move by Peter, he has chosen to sleep in this 1996 step-side F-150 Ford. He's already cleared himself out a little perch in there. So, yeah. And then the instructions, if it's going to rain, we were told there are multi-weather accommodations here at this site. So hold on, let me show you. So we're told that if it starts raining, we could go in here. Actually, it doesn't look bad at all. That it doesn't leak, and should be okay. So anyway, that's the whole deal. That's our day. We're gonna go have a beer. Oh my God.
We're gonna drink ourselves to sleep.
We're gonna drink ourselves to sleep. We climbed over Continental Divide crossing number 16. There's gonna be 32 total on this trip. It was the highest Continental Divide crossing at 11,482 feet, I think. We traveled 63 miles. We did 3,300 vertical feet today. So good night. That's it. So I'm on a rotating bar stool here. I had to do this. This is the addendum to the movie. We've got a lot of colorful characters here. Charlie, behind me over my shoulder there, just broke up with his girlfriend 2 days ago. There's a mourning period going on, and I think he's in mourning. We're not sure how many more days the mourning is going to last. The bartender didn't have any idea. And these two ladies back here getting ready to go home. But if our accommodations in the tents and in the cab of the dump truck don't work out, we're just going to sleep on the porch over here. So the day is ending good.